There was once a man who tried everything to win the attention of a woman he admired. He texted her daily. He complimented her endlessly. He gave her gifts, time, and attention, hoping she would see his effort and value it. But instead of pulling her closer, it pushed her away. Why? Because constant availability often kills attraction. Then something strange happened. When he finally stopped chasing, when he pulled back and focused on his own life, she noticed. She became curious again. She reached out. She missed him. This is the hidden truth about attraction. The less you chase, the more magnetic you become. And today, I'll explain why pulling back makes you more attractive through psychology, philosophy, and real-life lessons. Imagine gold lying on every street corner. Would it still be valuable? Of course not. Value comes from scarcity. The same law applies to human presence. When you are always available, when you reply instantly, when you never create space, you become like water from a tap always flowing, always there, never appreciated. But when you pull back, when your presence becomes rare, you become like rain in the desert. Suddenly, your value rises. People start to think, where did they go? Why aren't they chasing me anymore? Scarcity awakens desire. That's why attraction grows when you step away. There's a powerful moment in every relationship, the silence after you stop explaining yourself. Most people try to prove their worth with endless words, convincing, explaining, persuading, but silence is stronger. When you pull back, your silence communicates a message far louder than begging ever could. I don't need your validation. I am complete without you. Think about it. Why are we drawn to people who don't reveal everything at once? Because mystery is attractive, and mystery lives in silence. Picture this. Two lovers see each other every single day. No space, no breathing room. At first, it feels comforting, but over time, it becomes routine, predictable, and dull. Now imagine the same lovers, separated for a week. During that week, each one wonders, what are they doing? Do they miss me? Do they think of me? That distance rekindles desire. Pulling back creates mystery, and mystery creates attraction. When everything about you is known, interest dies. But when you hold something back, your time, your attention, your presence, you spark curiosity. Curiosity is the beginning of longing. We live in a world where people cling tightly to others, out of fear of losing them, fear of being alone. But clinging kills attraction. Detachment, on the other hand, is magnetic. When you can walk away, when you show that you are not dependent on another's attention, you radiate strength. People are drawn to strength because it is rare. Pulling back signals that you are in control of your emotions, not enslaved by them. And that quiet strength is irresistible. Attraction is like fire. Too much fuel, and it burns out of control. Too little, and it dies. Constant texting, calling, and seeking attention is like smothering the flame. But pulling back gives space. It allows emotions to breathe. When you step away, the other person feels the absence. They replay memories. They wonder where you are. They imagine scenarios in their mind. And imagination is often more powerful than reality. This balance between closeness and distance is what keeps attraction alive. Here's a harsh truth. People don't value what they get to isolate. If your attention is free, unlimited, and constant, it loses worth. Think about luxury brands. They don't beg customers to buy. They don't shout for attention. Instead, they create an image of exclusivity. That's why people chase them. Your time and energy should be treated the same way. By pulling back, you protect your value. You signal, access to me is earned, not given away. And that makes you desirable. The poet Rumi once wrote, "Absence is the veil that covers beauty. When you are absent, beauty grows." It's true, we don't miss what's constantly in front of us, but the moment it's gone, we feel the void. That's why silence after rejection often makes them think of you more. That's why distance after conflict often softens their heart. Pulling back creates the space where longing is born. And longing is the root of deep attraction. When you chase, you tell the world, you are the prize, I must earn you. But when you pull back, you flip the script. Suddenly, you become the prize. The one who is calm, composed, and not desperate is always the one desired, because desperation is cheap, but restraint is rare. When you pull back, people begin to earn your attention, and that's when attraction transforms into respect. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Pulling back is the practice of this Stoic wisdom. You cannot control whether someone likes you. You cannot force attraction, but you can control yourself, your silence, your presence, your focus. When you live in that self-control, you naturally become more attractive, because nothing is more magnetic than someone who does not need to be chased, validated, or accepted by others. Pulling back is not about playing games. It's not about manipulation. It's about discipline. It's about restraint. In a world where people overshare, overtext, and overchased, your ability to hold back stands out. You become rare, you become respected, and you become deeply attractive. So, remember this: attraction does not grow in noise, it grows in silence. Not in constant presence, but in absence. Not in chasing, but in stepping back. Pull back, protect your value, and watch as others lean in closer than ever before. If you want true attraction, stop trying to force it. Let your silence, your distance, and your self-respect do the work, because the less you chase, the more they will crave you. The more you pull back, the stronger their desire grows. Be calm, be rare, be the one who doesn't need to prove anything, and you will always be attractive.